early stage through the legs passes. So there's two major positions people will look for. There'll be headquarters, okay, or the cross knee tree. Okay? This is usually going to set up. I think that the more layers you give away, the more risky it starts to become to attack. It means when someone goes to step over your leg, you should work quite hard to free that leg again. Okay? The issue is if I mess up, things are worse. Okay? So often it's a good idea to just like push your opponent back layers. The first thing to talk about is just not getting into headquarters. So when my foot's dangling past, it's in the line of my hip here, my foot's past the line of my hip, it's not too hard for Ollie to step over that. Okay? Some other things will stop him. If I've got a good Delahiva hook and a good angle around here, he's going to find that hard to step over. Okay? But when he's cleared the Delahiva hook and he's looking to step over the leg, the fact that my foot dangles past the line of my hip is a problem. So all I have to do is, to make it really difficult, is take my foot past the line of the hip. Right? If I'm like this and he tries to step to headquarters, it's really awkward. Okay? So a couple of things that will do that. One, they both require some degree of flexibility, but if you can fold your leg a little this way, right? Also rolling your hip up. Okay, so even if, like, let's say if I'm just here, if I roll my hips back, it's also now very difficult to step over into headquarters. So a combination of the two, okay? And Ollie's trying to step over to headquarters, I can do this and come back. Okay? Every time he goes for it, I just circle my foot in and back into the bicep. He goes to step over, my foot comes back and into the bicep. And you don't even get put there. That's way better than having to deal with the fact that they get there. Okay? So that's kind of number one. Number two, we'll talk about, like, you can try to off-balance your opponent. That's usually if you're holding the leg, like he steps over, you can try to like kick them forward and make them post, right? That's especially like a Delahiva sort of strategy. Let's assume I don't have Delahiva though, and Ollie steps over the leg, right? So he's actually now like kind of establishing the headquarters position. The major thing here that I try to think about is not giving this space between my thigh and my shoulder. I'm sorry, my knee and my shoulder. Okay, so if I'm instead focusing on keeping my knee like pretty much tucked under my arm, so bring my knee up, scooping here, and if Ollie's putting that down, okay. It kind of keeps me flat, so if he's trying to turn me this way, it's not too easy to do. I've got a bit of base with my elbow on the ground, so my elbow's kind of like preventing me tilting, and I'm scooping my knee up and keeping that so I can keep my shoulders flat. When Ollie tries to turn me here, that's kind of difficult. And this is going to be really important. If he tries to do something like a smash pass, it's really hard to turn my hips. I can stay pretty flat and I can start to recover. I can also, if he goes to something like a knee cut, right, there's not much space to get in for underhooks and set up good attacks here, right? So pretty much the first thing we do as they step over is we close this gap off. It's also going to allow me to high pummel this leg to actually recover. Right? With my right leg and my right arm, I'm going to try to make space. Okay, so as he steps over, my knee's in the center. I'd rather keep this in the center. If I fold it too far this way, it tends to get smashed. If I put it to the outside, you guys have a knee cut or even just like, my knee goes on the outside, you might also bring the chest down and close the gap here. Okay, so knee tends to go in the center, and my right hand just helps make distance as well. To get the most out of this frame, head goes to the mat. My head's planted like this. I've got like a full structure through my shoulder, through my neck, onto the ground here. I'll often tilt my head a little out to the left as well. It kind of gives me a little bit of base when he tries to turn me this way. Okay, so I'm kind of pushing him away like this. Right. Once we're there, a major way of recovering is to pummel our foot over this arm. Okay, so we get here, I make a little space with my right leg and arm, I take my foot over the shoulder, and then no matter how hard he tries to keep my leg between his legs, I can push and retract. Okay, again, steps over, okay, I put my head to the mat, I scoop my knee up, right, so I don't really let him get pressure on this leg properly, and I can pummel over the top to recover. If he separates my knee, okay, this is now considerably worse. One of my main goals is to get that knee scooped back up again. Okay, I want to scoop this leg up. Okay, so obviously I can't do that now, but if I just push him back a little bit, see the knee lift. You're probably not going to push, probably unlikely going to push him all the way back that you just pummel that leg, but you might get enough that as you push, you can scoop. My head comes in, I scoop underneath. Okay, now I've got my leg, if he puts weight back on that, I can start to roll my hips back. Okay, so I'm back to where I was before. Okay. The high pummel is going to be really important if they grab your shin. Right, okay. I want to make as much space as possible by like pushing him away, take my foot up and over the top of the forearm. Okay, so I've got to chop, but you can't chop in, you can't bring your foot straight back at them. You need to turn it and chop through the forearm to get back in front. Okay, so Ollie's obviously like 7'4", so let's see if I can actually high pummel off his grip, but he's holding that leg tight, trying to stop that leg coming in. I really want to come high, and once I get that angle on the inside, see how my foot's turned on the inside, I can use my hand to assist to hold the leg. Okay, I should be able to chop in and recover. Last one is he actually like leans in a lot. Okay, so maybe I'm trying to push away to the high pummel, but he's put a lot of weight through that leg here. He's really jamming that down. Okay, so I'm really struggling to make that space. This is where I do the off balance. Okay, so I go from pushing away with my right leg to collapsing in and then redirecting that here. I'm going to try and make him post it. So as I'm pushing, Ollie's pulling back, can't make space to pummel, I collapse, and I'm pushing like this. So we're going like here, everything comes in, and then we can use that to tilt them out to the side. Right, once you do that, you just feel it's very easy to recover. So it's here, collapse, push, okay, and I'm back.